Phyrexia All Will Be One is in full throttle now. So when we are talking about toxic decks, Venerated Rot Priest and Bloated Contaminator, these are two of the most prominent toxic cards for green, and they are really good. But get these cards out of this list. We are playing budget decks. What's up gamers, Brian from Island Delver Gaming here, and today we have a green-white toxic deck. In the previous video we have a toxic blue-black deck. If you guys didn't watch it yet, I'll add a link above, so feel free to check that video out. But for today we have a green-white version of toxic. Personally, I find this deck to be much faster, and I guess it's easier to pilot than the blue-black version. One of the reasons is that this is pretty aggro, so almost every turn we are dropping a creature with toxic. Second reason is compared to blue-black, which only has like toxic 1. So green-white gives you access to cards like a Slaughter Singer, which has toxic 2, and it pumps your creatures with toxic. And then this guy also has toxic 2. We have Jawbone Duelist. It's toxic 1 but it's double strike, so it's basically still toxic 2. The inclusion of Branch Blight Stalker is the most questionable one. So the reason I added this card is, although this card shouts limited, but I think that the 3 power on this card really works well with Infectious Bite, because most of our creatures are just 1/1 and 2/2s. Giving us access to 3 power is, I think, crucial in this deck. Only 2 copies of Viral Spawning. I'm still testing this card, but there might be a chance that I'll up this to 4 copies. Venomous Brutalizer, 4-4 for Toxic 3. Late game, you'll have a chance to proliferate by paying an extra 2 when casting this creature. Before I forget, I'm also running 4 copies of Massive Might. The reason is that we just want to jam as many poison counters to our opponent. So +2/+2 and trample for our creatures is really helpful. And for this deck, we are running 24 lands. So that's it for the deck list. Again, deck list is on the description below. Feel free to download it, test it out. Let me know what you think about the deck. I hope you'll enjoy playing these decks that we are featuring in the channel. If you're not yet subscribed to the channel, please support the channel by clicking subscribe, like the video, and also comment on the video. I'm really happy to read your comments. So without further ado, let's see this deck in action. Okay, for the first game of our green-white toxic Gene 84. This is a really bad opening hand. This is an Autumn Mulligan. Okay, we can keep this and just return the Infectious Bite. Hello, opponent. Oh, very nice draw. And probably infect. I mean, toxic like us. Let's deal our first poison counter here for our opponent. We do have a removal here, just in case our opponent drops a creature. Got that. But this can't block. Can't be blocked. Okay, sorry. We can just attack here. Have Massive Might for the trample. It's okay. opponent basically protected its creature. Should we try to remove it? Let's try. I think this gets countered. Okay. And hexproof. This has hexproof and indestructible, so we can just pass the turn here. Mercurial Spell Dancer. I'd like to playtest this card also. This is a pretty good card. Can't be blocked. Copy some instant and sorcery spell. Once it has 2 oil counters. Infectious Bite. That's pretty cool. We can try to remove that or go aggro. I guess we can just try to remove this, because opponent already used some extra, or maybe we can just drop a 3-3 here. Start making. Yeah, I guess that's okay. So opponent is down to 1 card in hand. Guess I'm okay with that. So opponent scries to the top. Probably just attack here. Because we're the aggro here in the deck. I mean, in this patch up. Oh, very nice. That's cool. So now we can remove this. I don't want to remove it now. Let's see. We can just flash that back. Since opponent is down to 1 card, it's probably a spell though, and opponent can copy it. So the next spell that our opponent casts now would be copied. March. Okay. So this will become pretty big, but we can just target this with ossification. Okay, so we can remove that. That's pretty good. Very nice win. Okay, for the second game, Oimo. We're playing first, but this is a pretty slow hand. Let's mulligan this. Hope we get a 1-drop. Okay, now they're giving us 3 1-drops. That's okay. Let's keep this. Let's just return 1. Or should we just go aggro? I'd like to keep this though. Let's just return one of the crawling choruses. If I had like a plains here, I probably would have kept the 3 crawling choruses. Let's say hello to Robot. So opponent is blue-black, probably blue-black toxic. We do have we do have a budget version of this deck. So we can just probably add a poison down. In our previous video, we do have a budget version of this deck. So let's just attack here. Probably our opponent will have some sort of removals. Vraska, annoying. Okay, so opponent is using annoying. So what's good about this card, kind of, because this is exile, so it didn't trigger the crawling chorus extra. This will get countered probably. Okay. Hopefully this gets through. Very nice for our opponent there. Hoping to draw that land. 4th land is quite necessary in this matchup. At least for us now. Very nice. Now we can ossification that. Let's put it in the 7 poison. So opponent did a pretty good job of removing our 2 poison Darkleek Shores. Gotta love these reprints. Very nice for standard. And not only standard though, because if you're playing. Now I'm hoping our opponent will just cast a creature we can give the extra poison via. Okay. Hoping that our opponent won't have a counter spell. I hope this gets through. Okay. Opponent is tapped out. I hope this gets through. It's ossification. Attack for 1. Okay. Very nice. 2 wins in a row. For our 3rd and final match, Aticom 23, we are currently 2-0. Loving this deck actually. I think green-white is faster than the black-blue version. Can keep this. But I think we're not in a good position in this second game. We can probably just drop Stalker first. Very nice land there for our opponent. Let's just attack for 2 poison. Probably will eat a removal. Drop. Or double striker. Really?
We'll have this fight finished before brunch. I've always hated crowds.
So I think this Jund or any black strategies that have like super lots of removals is the bane of our deck. But I think it's a good it's quite good that we are able to face this kind of Lego opponent. So let's ossification. Let's put in a plains Shieldred. Then we can actually attack Lily here. So if we win this, then that would be pretty cool.
With friends.
I think this matchup is one of the more difficult matchups, at least for us. Let's see. We need 3 poison counters for this to have flashback. So I'm hoping that this will survive. Sorry, okay.
Consider yourself fortunate, Carmody. You deal with this annoyance.
We can ossification this, or maybe we can just attack Sorin. Give this trample if ever. Okay, so opponent blocks. Let's just give this trample.
Without me, we're all doomed.
Jinx. That's pretty cool. Per turn, let's kill Jinx. Get a poison counter. Ah, that's really nice. We did get another one, but I'd probably just ossification Jinx for now. Okay, I'm okay with that. Okay, let's drop you. I hope that we can survive. Okay, opponent is drawing some pretty cool draws here. So we'll keep on taking 3. That's pretty cool for the opponent. Okay. That's also okay. And I won't be shocked if our opponent drew a removal. Okay, so I hope we can survive. Okay, opponent double block. Give this trample. we need to reach 3 poison at the very least. Because now we do have 2 copies of viral spawning. I really do hope that we can survive though. Okay, opponent is trying to kill our ossification to get back the shield red. That would be a pretty cool Boseiju, okay. That's nice. Great. Very nice opponent. That might not be good for us. Let's see. I was hoping that we can win this. At least that's it's a bad matchup for us. I did see some like hope, a glimmer of hope, but now it's getting difficult. We'll be down to 4 now. Let's see. Let's take our turn here. Yeah, we're gonna be dead. We're gonna be dead next turn. Let's just let our opponent take the win here. We can just, knowing our hand, we can just actually concede, but I'll give the win to the opponent. You can just say good game here. Okay, we're currently 2-1. That's still okay for me, so I'm quite happy with this. So for our final thoughts of the deck, love the deck. Actually, I do believe that this deck, it's quite more aggressive and it has a faster chance to win compared to the budget blue-black toxic deck that we featured in our previous video. Let me just add a link here. I do believe that it depends on the metagame. I can see myself upping the viral spawning to 4 copies. So in terms of like gameplay, I think this is much easier to pilot compared to the blue-black deck. So yeah, that's the playtesting. Really love to keep on improving and trying to build this deck, but so far with this particular build, I'm quite happy with it. Okay, so that's it for today. Thank you very much for hanging out with me. See you in the next video.